Welcome, Professor KG Suresh, to metromirror.com news channel. My first question is, when you joined MCU, what problems and deficiencies were found by you relating to administration, students and faculty?
Well, I have had a long association with Makanlal Chaturvedi National University of Journalism and Communication. I used to be a guest lecturer at their Noida campus for pretty long. And subsequently, I became the university's first adjunct professor. I used to teach at the Noida campus, and I also used to come regularly to Bhopal. Subsequently, at that time I was in journalism. Subsequently, I shifted to academics. I became the Director General of the Indian Institute of Mass Communication. In that capacity, I was a member of the General Council of Makanlal University also, the apex decision-making body, the Mahaparishad. Well, last year I took charge as the Vice Chancellor of the university. And I realized that the biggest challenge for me was there was a lot of negativity surrounding the university. There was a lot of negativity inside the university also, particularly among the staff. A lot of cases were filed against the several faculty and employees of the university by the previous regime. And because of that, there was a kind of hesitancy, reluctance, fear, terror in their minds. And there was a lot of negativity in the media also about the university, even at the national level. So for me, the challenge was dual. One was, the COVID, which itself was impacting the university life. And we did not have offline classes, we were all having online classes. We had comparatively lesser admissions. Most of the people were not coming to the university because of the COVID. So I took over in that, and then in the backdrop you had all these things. So I took upon myself the task of reinvigorating the university, that I should bring back that positivity, remove that atmosphere of fear from the minds of the employees, and bring about positivity about the university in the public perception. That was important. And to a great extent, with God's grace, it's over 1 year now, 1 year and 3 months. And the last 15 months, the university has, done many new things. And first time I'm talking to any media outfit about this. For the first time in our 31-year history, this year we have recorded the maximum number of admissions. We have already crossed 97,000 admissions this year, which is a new record. Imagine last year it was only 80,000. So almost 25% jump in admissions. Second, for the first time in our institution's history, we have been ranked by India Today. We have about 900 plus universities in the country. We have been ranked 94th. In mass communication, we have been ranked number 12 in all over India. Then, for the first time, we became the first university in the country to roll out 7 new programs under the National Education Policy.
Actually, about achievements, next
So what has happened, what I wanted to tell you, Mr. Swahalka, is that, when achievements come, when new things are happening, a lot of negativity has gone into the background. People are now motivated. There is a good perception. Why I mentioned about the 97,000 mark is that because, there is new energy, there is a new perception about the universities. More and more students want to be associated with the university.
Do you think by now all the problems have been solved? solved? If not, what is your strategy and by when it would be solved?
I don't think there are any problems.
No.
There are no problems.
No problems relating to faculty, students, administration?
No, absolutely no problems. I have solved many pending issues, including confirmation, probation of many employees. The 7th Pay Commission issues were there that have been sorted out. We have been trying to construct a campus, new campus on the outskirts of Bhopal for the last many years. I have fast-tracked that. And on this coming January 26th, we are going to celebrate the Republic Day in our new campus. We are going to organize the 4th National Chitra Bharati National Short Film Festival from February 18 to 20 at our new campus. We are going to have people from all over the country who will be coming for that. We have started the Riva campus. It was just an incomplete building when I took over, and today we have started classes from our Riva campus. So so many changes have happened in the last 1 year. So of course every university has day-to-day issues are always there, but there are no big issues which are pending before us.
My next question is, we observe that lack of right industry-ready skills, internships are major factors for poor placements and unemployment. As per UGC guidelines, all students from first year must attend internship. I think certainly the UGC guidelines were there. So is MCU able to provide internships to all the students?
Absolutely. I would say that during the COVID, yes, there were problems. Placement was a problem. What can you do? I mean, even regular employees were losing their jobs in the media.
But we observed that the faculty, they are averse to internships about the students.
No, I don't think that is the situation now. I mean, because only last week we had Z Media come in a big way. I mean, they have picked up the best of candidates they came for Anchor. Their program was called Anchor Quest. But when they came for anchors, they picked up reporters, they picked up people for digital, they even picked up people for event management.
They picked up only the few
obviously no organization will pick up all the students,
No, definitely.
So they will get the best. They will take the best. Any organization
but
will take
what
the
I
best.
observed is almost more than 50% students remain unemployed.
No, there will be more placement. That's not the end of the placement. It is not Z alone which is coming. Tomorrow again there is on Tuesday we are getting one of the big advertising and public relation companies which is coming to the campus on Tuesday, and they are going to take. We have other channels which are lined up to come to our campus.
So what is the percentage of right placements happening at MCU?
Well, total right now I don't have the figures, but they are far better than the last 2 years.
No, far better means what is the percentage? 50 or?
See, as I told you, the industry is also going through a very bad patch. So it is limping back to normalcy. We have given a lot of insistence on entrepreneurship. We are encouraging our students to become entrepreneurs. We have even renamed the entrepreneurship, the placement cell as placement and entrepreneurship
No,
cell.
I have the separate question on entrepreneurship and startup.
So we are encouraging, people to even go for entrepreneurship, not to be just job seekers. I have myself, inaugurated startup ventures by our students. Our students are now into music videos. They are into YouTube channels. We support them like anything.
The next question is, by when the complete new education policy would be implemented?
We have already implemented 7 programs under the NEP, complete NEP.
Complete policy of NEP?
Yes.
Implemented?
Yes. We are the first university in the state, including semester system, including 4-year UG program, including exit and entry options. Everything as per UGC guideline, we have already implemented.
On this point, I think we must congratulate you for your quick implementation of this.
Yes, we have become the first university in the country, and we have got full admissions for all the courses.
We believe that without entrepreneurship and startups, unemployment is not possible to cope with the unemployment. है ना? My question is why MCU is not able to develop the entrepreneurship and startup culture?
No, we have started.
There is no culture. Definitely.
It was not there, but Professor Mr. Sohalka, it's a long time since you have visited the campus. Please visit the campus.
No, I have visited twice.
Now we have renamed the placement cell as a placement.
No, just renaming is not.
No, please listen to me. Have the patience. You have asked me a question. You should listen to me also. I have conducted training programs in collaboration with the Entrepreneurship Development Institute at Ahmedabad, EDI. We have organized programs, and we are giving a lot of support to our students who are venturing. We are getting people, successful entrepreneurs, to come and address the students. Media entrepreneurs have come. They have addressed. The founder of MCNUJC, he had come. He had addressed the students. Similarly, recently we had Abhijit Majumdar, who has started up. Who has done this startup on the first audio digital platform. Even he came and motivated our students. So we are getting a lot of people to come and speak about entrepreneurship, to encourage our youngsters to to not just look at their future as job seekers but also as job creators.
Could you give me the figure of startups held by the MCU and they are working?
They are into it. Even yesterday, some students came to me who have already started their venture, and they wanted me to give them some video. I agreed to that. So there are students who are doing, on their own. But if you ask me for a specific figure, I don't have.
But definitely you believe that there is a great scope in startups and entrepreneurship.
Absolutely. You cannot. The future is not. Everybody cannot get a job.
And there should be a culture of startup and entrepreneurship in the institute like IITs and IIMs.
Yes.
So you are planning on that?
Yes, why not?
Okay. The next question is, if an organization or group of professionals can take up the challenge to improve MCU's revenue by various new initiatives and also significantly enhance its image through reputation management and PR strategies, would you like to invite such people?
I think that our own people are pretty sufficient to, if they give their 100%, I'm sure they can do a lot of good work. But we would always be open to ideas from outside also. But at the end of the day, we will have to do it. If our own people are not motivated enough, I don't think the university can do well only with external help. This has to be, a lot of internal energy that will have to go into this. And we are doing it. That's why we figured for the first time in India Today rankings. That's why we were able to implement the national education policy. We have a brilliant team. Only thing is that we need to motivate them. We need to promote them. That's it. But yes, anything that, not regarding publicity and all that, but yes, for example, NAC accreditation is something where we would certainly look for, support from people who have experience in it, in getting us NAC accreditations. Similar things, certainly, yes.
I mean, reputation management means, suppose I want to admit my son or daughter in a media course, I would first think about the symbiosis or other such institute like those are private and having very good reputation and very good packages are offered by the employers there. So why not MCU should try that they should build up a reputation of that kind?
Sir, my seats are full.
No, just seats are full means because your fees is low.
I mean, if if I mean, why should I, when my seats are full?
But people are not thinking.
And with minimum investment, you know.
But the people are not thinking about the first. They are not going to Symbiosis because they are not having that kind of money.
I don't think money alone makes for a great course. You know, I don't think Indian Institute of Mass Communication doesn't have very big fees like Symbiosis or Asian College of Journalism. But I mean, thousands of students apply for. I was the Director General of Indian Institute of Mass Communication. You see, we government institutions cater to the lower middle class and the middle class. You know, they also need to study. Everybody cannot go to Symbiosis. Everybody's father or mother cannot afford to send their kids to, Asian College of Journalism.
No, you are right, but
so I mean, why should they take loan and send their kids to these places? We offer them good journalism courses at good, So I think that it is the quality of the courses, not the marketing, which is more important. If we offer them, it's word of mouth, and we would be able to. I mean, these days, of course, search engine optimization and all those things are there. So if you are able to do a lot of digital activity, you will get a lot of publicity. But at the end of the day, I think it is the quality of teachers, the quality of courses that makes the difference, not the marketing. And in Central India, we are number one.
no, I mean you are number one in your own category, but not you are number one in the hierarchy of the best institutes of India.
Sir, we are number 12 as per the latest India Today rankings, and very soon we will be among the top 10. Just because Symbiosis teaches in English does not mean that, they or somebody teaches in English language.
No, I mean students are thinking about the top institutes first.
No, I don't think.
They are not talking
Please,
about.
no, Sahalka Sahab, you should meet my students. For them, coming to MCU is a dream. And they came to MCU because for them, coming to MCU is a dream. Symbiosis and all these people, some elite people with a lot of deep pockets, a lot of money, they would be thinking, I don't want to take any names of any institute. But, I mean, some of the big institutes, people go there because they offer more than the course, they offer a lifestyle. I mean, how many parents in this country can afford a hostel at 18,000 rupees per month? Please, that's not even the salary of the parents. 18,000 is the hostel fee in the institute that you mentioned. I mean, that is the salary of parents put together. May not be even the salary.
No.
How many people can afford?
I mean,
You also need institutions like MCU. I mean, can't the poor and the lower middle class dream of becoming a journalist? Only those with deep pockets should become journalists. I don't agree.
No, definitely, since you are a vice chancellor of MCU, I appreciate your feelings and.
No, not because I am a vice chancellor, because I am a common man of this country. I also belong to a lower middle class family. I wanted to be a journalist. I studied in Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. I did not study in some of the top ranking, so-called universities. But I became the editor of a news channel. I became the chief political correspondent of PTI. So I don't think that you need to study in some top ranking institution to become a great journalist. I don't agree. Some of the finest journalists have come from very, very small, medium colleges and institutions. I somehow don't agree that.
Exceptions are there.
So I don't. Majority of the people who have done extremely well. From where did Deepak Chaurasia come? I mean, did he come from some of the big institutes? How many people have come from the big institutes?
Even I studied in the government school.
So I mean, I don't think that that a big name is the criteria because they have money to pay, deep pockets, parents can afford. So then tomorrow you will say that Columbia, unless you study in Columbia School of Journalism, you don't become a great journalist. I don't agree. I mean, I think I have. I studied in a government school, and I have seen, I've done far better than many of my, colleagues who studied in public schools. I have done better in life.
Exceptions are there.
It's not exception. Generally, majority of the people.
I am also exception and you are also exception. Because I studied in the government school. The very important question now is top universities and institutes attract various corporates, media and communication organizations to offer scholarships, medals, fellowships to their students. Why MCU failed to do so on this ground?
Who said that? No, only 1 week back I announced so many gold medals and scholarships for my students. Somebody is giving sponsorship of 21,000 to the best student. Somebody is giving 11,000 rupees to the best student. We are getting sponsorship.
No, but it's a very few number. If you go through the syllabus of the top institutes, there are various lot of many. And even you can say
Sir, if I am charging 10 lakh rupees for a course for which my institute charges 10,000 rupees, I can also give scholarships.
no,
Okay, not a big deal.
No, I'm
So,
talking about the corporates coming to the various institutes to offer the scholarships and medals. So we can also do it. I think we can do it for you, for your institute.
welcome.
Okay, I will do it definitely because I know that.
We will be happy to
I know
receive
this
such. We will be happy to
The
receive
only
such
thing is
scholarship.
the VC and its people should be positive to attract good ideas and good things.
Oh, absolutely. Today you have a VC who is open to, whose doors are open, whose windows are open to great ideas.
Okay. I appreciate your feelings and definitely I will do it.
Sure.
I will get it done.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Besides Hindi and regional languages, English journalism also plays an important role in international and national media. Definitely, I think you will appreciate. Why MCU is allergic to English journalism?
No, we are not allergic. We cater to our constituency. We get maximum, you see, everybody, even a newspaper looks at its target audience. I get my students from Balaghat. I get my students from, Rewa, from Khandwa, from Bagelkhand, from Bundelkhand. I cannot teach them just English language. My courses are bilingual. My journal is bilingual. Because we give them exposure to both English and Hindi. I cannot teach them pure English. That's not even in some leading universities, private universities in Bhopal, who are charging hugely. But even their courses are bilingual because in Madhya Pradesh, majority of the students do not come from an English medium background. Majority of the students. I get students from Bihar. I get students from Uttar Pradesh. So I know the background of my students. How can I teach them pure English? But if there is a demand for only English, we can have a standalone English course also. I am not averse to the idea. But we cannot have, this is not Indian Institute of Mass Communication, New Delhi, This is Makhanlal Chaturvedi University, Bhopal.
But
So I should know the difference.
there is no harm.
If there is a demand, I am ready to start. You see, what happens is that if you start without the demand, then there is a problem. You see, I will give you an example. I started a course in film journalism from Khandwa as a tribute to Kishore. I got 2 students. I had to shut down the course and shift it to Bhopal. Now I am getting students. So we need to just announcing a course doesn't help.
Definitely, there should be a proper research and.
If there are takers for the course, we will be happy to start one.
In future, you may plan. Okay. What are your special achievements since you joined MCU, and what are the new initiatives in 2022 to turn the MCU at par with top 10 institutes of India?
I think we are already top 10. But yes, how many achievements can I count? We have, as I told you,
Special achievements, you are proud of them.
Well, I think the first very fact that we were the first university in the state and among the first in the country to roll out 7 new programs under National Education Policy, 5 programs in media alone, and I have got people coming from Gujarat just to understand these courses and take these courses. People have come from other states to study these courses. For me, it's a huge achievement. Number one. Number two, the turnaround of the campuses. The campus that's in Riva. It was about to be sold off. Today, we have a functional campus in Riva, one of the most beautiful campuses in that entire Bagelkhand region, and it has started functioning. My Bisankiri campus, it was again in a bad shape 1 year back. Today, you will see so much of vibrancy in the campus. On January 26th, we are going to have our first program in the auditorium. February, we are going to have at 4 venues in the campus. And by June, July, we are going to start make the campus functional. So these are, I think, and of course, there is a very positive ambience about the university across the country. All over the country today, people are discussing the developments at MCU. We are taking care of not just our students, but also our staff. I mean, we are giving them so much during this entire COVID. We have supported our staff like never before. We have stood with them, stood by them. So I think that for me, the biggest achievement is that we have been able to turn around the perception of the university from a university which was always in the headlines for the wrong reasons, to a university which is being discussed today for the right kind of programs, for the right kind of events, for the right kind of successful achievements that we are today talking.
Luckily, you have been the DG of IIMC also, and I took your interview at Delhi
Yes,
IIMC.
yes, I know.
And that time you used to appreciate IIMC definitely, since you are the DG, and right now you are the VC of MCU definitely.
I still appreciate IIMC.
So I would like to ask you one question: is it not possible to develop MCU as IIMC?
Why? MCU has its own identity. I mean,
No, I mean quality, placement, training, faculty, everything.
Please remember, IIMC is offering only postgraduate diploma programs, 9-month certificate programs. I am a full-fledged university with UG, PG, PhD programs. How can you compare an apple with an orange?
But
if
no,
IMC is an apple,
the quality of education,
if IMC is an
placements.
apple, we are an orange. So there is no comparison between the two. It's an institute, we are a university. So that's it. But it's a national institution. A national institution certainly with 5 campuses across the country. I'm a state institution, so I have my limitations. I have my limitations of being a state university. But yes.
But quality and attitude can be changed.
Sir, that is true, but location also matters. Delhi is the hub of print media, electronic media, digital media. It is the hub. So obviously the first choice of Delhi media will always be, IIMC and not MCU. You see? So how can I compete in that space? I'm very clear,
No, but
And they prepare only for the industry. That 9-month course is only for the industry. Whereas my students can go into civil service, my students can go into academics, because they are doing a full-fledged UG and PG course. So there's a difference in the entire structure of the course. That's different. There they come only for hands-on training. That's it. No theoretical foundation, nothing. The entire focus is on hands-on course. So you bring people, prepare them, put the stamp of IMC, and then they are recruited. It's like that factory kind of assembling. I nurture them.
No, but MCU's focus should also be the industry ready to produce industry ready.
Yes, they are getting it. If those who want people who who understand communication theory, who have studied it thoroughly, then they will come here. If people want only those who are immediately trained in camera and all those things, they will go there. It depends on your requirement.
So MCU could be MCT in your own style, and also you can take something which is really very good from IMC and make it a.
They can also take something from us. IMC should also take something from us.
Definitely, you can.
We are Asia's first media university. We are India's largest media university. You know, why should we take from others? You know.
Okay, we look forward to your fantastic initiatives in future.
Thank you.
Now my last question is related with your personal hobbies and interests. What are your most loved hobbies? If I give you a whole day to do whatever you want, what you would like to do?
I love traveling.
Besides that,
I love watching movies.
watching movies.
Yes, I love movies of all kinds. So if I get time, that's a luxury. I don't have time. That's a big problem. If I get time, either I will travel or I will watch movies.
Won't you like to meet people like me?
I love meeting people, no doubt about it. And that happens when I am traveling. I travel to this place, isn't it? To meet you. You didn't come to my place, I came to your place to meet you. This is part of traveling.
Do you see movies every month or weekly or what?
Well, there was a time when I used to regularly watch movies on the OTT platforms. The last movie I watched about 10 days back was this on the freedom fighter, that Punjab freedom fighter, what's his name, who killed a man in Udham Singh, Sardar Udham. Sardar. I saw that film.
You saw that?
Yes. That was the last film I saw. It was about 10 days back I watched. I got some time and I watched that film.
About your family, your wife and your daughters, what are their interests and hobbies? And I think she started one channel on food.
Yes, my wife is a homemaker. Otherwise, she is a trained lawyer, and but right now she is a homemaker. So she loves food.
She started one channel also.
So she has started a channel called Manju's Menu,
Oh.
and that's a YouTube channel. And my elder daughter is into both classical music and instrumental music. She plays guitar, and my younger daughter is into dance, is into art, is into is into a lot of things.
Both are creative.
She loves cycling and
Creative daughters, you can say. Both are creative daughters.
yeah.
Thank you very much, Professor Suresh.
It was a pleasure.
It was really a pleasure meeting you, talking to you,
Same
and learning from you.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure meeting.
Thank you very much.